Welcome everybody to the Board and Barrel. Thank you all so much for tuning in on your Friday night. I know everybody's got big plans these days for their Friday evenings, but we appreciate you joining us nonetheless. I'm gonna start over to my right, to screen left with Erik Reichert. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Erik. After that, thanks, chat, for that.
Yeah.
My name's Erik. I am a improviser and a D&D player and Twitch streamer, and I'm always here. You know that.
And we appreciate you for it. I apologize. My dogs are going crazy. That's a bingo. And thank you to Gentleman Jolt, who just resubscribed for a 39th month, a 20-month streak, and said, Laura!
Hi, Gentleman Jolt.
I'm Kyle McCarley. You know me if you're watching this channel. Right next to me, one of my other co-hosts, Dustin Hendrickson.
Oh, that's me. Hey,
That's you.
I'm Dustin Hendrickson. I'm a board game designer,
There you go.
engineer, and I do this whole thing. So, whatever.
And then we have two guests with us this week. First off, Laura Stahl.
Hi. I make noise with my face.
Good. And you're so very good at it.
Well,
Born without the ability to talk, but approximates it by various clicking and stuff.
I'm mostly paid to make noise without words. It's just
Yeah.
a lot of that. Mostly that. So,
And
hi, everybody.
last but certainly not least, we have Kyla McT from Atlas Games.
Hi, I work at Atlas. I produce games. I made Gloomier.
Yeah, which is the perfect segue, because the game we are playing tonight happens to be Gloomier.
It's so crazy that happened to work out. That happened to work out.
Isn't that
Wow.
crazy?
That we had a guest who made the game on the day.
Weird that I would bring that up.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's super neat. Kyla's gonna own us at this game.
What? Oh, Kyla's going. It already
Yeah.
happened. I knew it was going to happen.
Did you think I was talking
I
about
thought
you?
you said Kyle, and I was like, what are you?
It's
what?
not all
That
about
doesn't make
you,
any
friend.
sense. Yeah.
It's
I did.
not.
I created my identity based on yours.
Oh, yeah.
Good choice.
I'm sure.
Strong decision.
Kyla, we are going to play for the viewers a little how to play video that I put together last week or whenever it was when I had time. But before we do that, is there anything you'd like to preface before we get into that?
Gloomier is on Kickstarter now. It is the sequel to the classic game Gloom that you might be familiar with. It is a bestseller, and now there's a sequel to it. It's, fully compatible, kind of the same thing, but it's a whole new story.
All new cards, new story. Yeah, I'm excited to play this one. Okay, so and actually, it's serendipitous that Laura is our other guest this week because Laura is the one who introduced me to Gloom, which
I didn't mean to.
Wow.
It just happened several years ago.
yeah,
And I do think
all right.
when you used to have game nights, the first time I came over, I think this is one of the things we played on one of the first few
Gloom
game nights.
Yeah, we played the first Gloom on the show via Tabletop Simulator a few months ago. I can't remember how long ago.
Time is weird now.
It is. Every day's
It
Groundhog
is
Day.
time.
But I'm really excited to be playing Gloomier, A Night at Hemlock Hall. Without further ado, let's take you guys over to the How to Play video. We'll be back in a little over, 6 or 7 minutes, or however long this thing is. Stick around!
Welcome to Gloomier, A Night at Hemlock Hall. Gloomier is the standalone storytelling sequel to the award-winning Gloom. The cards in Gloomier can be combined with any edition of Gloom for added variety, but there's enough included in the box to play a game with anywhere from 2 to 5 players. Much like the original, you'll compete to tell the most tragic tale, while keeping your opponents healthy and happy. Whose family of Hemlock residents will have the most miserable existence? Let's find out. Each player chooses 4 purple character cards and puts them face up on the table in front of them. Randomly select or hand-pick a total of 2 green story cards and/or unwelcome guest cards, and place them face up in the middle of the table. Put any unused stories, characters, and unwelcome guests back in the box. Shuffle the rest of the cards to form a draw pile. Deal 5 cards to each player to keep hidden in their hand. Whoever is having the worst day goes first. On your turn, start by taking 2 actions. Available actions include playing a modifier card by placing it face up on top of any living character. Modifier cards can include self-worth modifiers, which indicate how good or bad that character feels about their life thus far. Story icons, which contribute to the effects of various cards played throughout the game, and card text that explains that card's effect. Immediate effects are resolved as soon as the card is played. Continuous effects continue to affect the game as long as the effect text is still visible. Persistent effects continue to affect the game as long as the icon is visible, even if the text is covered by another card. These effects only end if the character is killed or the icon is covered. And response effects can only be played during another player's turn, in response to something they've done. Or you can play an event card by resolving its effect and then placing it in the discard pile. Event cards are easily distinguished by the red text and grey text plate. Play an untimely death on any character with a negative total self-worth. A character's self-worth is determined by adding any visible numbers on the cards placed atop the character together. If a new modifier card or untimely death card covers up one of these numbers, it is no longer visible, and thus no longer included in totaling the character's self-worth. You can only play an untimely death card as the first action of your turn, but you can do so on any character in the game, even if the character belongs to another family, as long as their total self-worth is negative. Claim one of the story cards selected at the beginning of the game and immediately gain its effects. To claim a story, at least one character in your family must meet the requirements listed at the top of the text on the story. You can also claim a story from another player, but you'll have to have more characters that meet the requirement than they do. You do not automatically lose a story if your family no longer meets its requirements. It's just easier for other players to steal it from you. You can only have one story card at a time. If you claim a second one, the first one has to go back to the middle of the table. Discard your entire hand. Or pass an action if you can't or don't want to take any of the other options. After taking both actions, draw back up to your draw limit, which is 5 cards unless an effect has changed it. Play proceeds clockwise to the next player. The game ends as soon as one player's entire family is dead. As soon as that happens, everyone totals the visible self-worth points of all their dead characters to get their final score. Living characters do not count. Whoever's score is the lowest, because dead characters' self-worth is all negative, wins the game. There are just a couple more things to go over before you can start playing Gloomier. First are the unwelcome guest cards you selected during setup. These cards jump from family to family throughout the game by following the card type indicated in their text. If a card is played on a character whose icon matches a guest's trigger, the guest joins that family, and it's considered a member of that family until it moves again. Guests stop moving as soon as they suffer an untimely death. That's technically all you need to know to play Gloomier, but half the fun in this game is telling the story of your unfortunate Hemlock Hall inhabitants as the game goes on. Whenever you play a card, explain how these tragic events came to pass. If you decide to play Brawled Over Brandy on the Colonel, regale your opponents of the tale when some hooligan at the local tavern tried to steal the Colonel's beverage, and the ensuing fisticuffs landed him in the gutter. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but the more creative you are, the more entertaining the game will be for everyone, especially if you find a way to tie each new card to that character's story so far. And that's it. That's how you play Gloomier, A Night at Hemlock Hall.
Or I guess B-side is Gloomier.
Hey, that's how you play Gloomier, guys. In
Hi.
case you were wondering.
Oh no!
I didn't pay any
So,
attention
yeah,
at
any
all.
questions?
Yeah.
How
Can we
do
run
you
that
play
again?
the game?
Can you just run that one more?
Just one more time,
How have
please.
I not added that joke to our bingo cards?
Add it. We need to be,
I know. Is
just
that-
building that bingo up, man. It's getting too easy for them.
Right.
I don't see. All these jokes are new to me because I haven't really been watching the show.
That's why we keep making them. Really is. That's why we keep bringing new
people.
guests on the show, so that we can make the same jokes over and over again.
Yeah.
Good.
So that we seem funny
Justified.
and creative.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm super glad that I could serve that purpose.
We got like
Aren't
5,
you
so
guys? We got 5 jokes. How long is this stream?
longer than 5 jokes is worth.
Yeah.
Good.
So you'll hear
Good.
them again. So this this is laid out basically a tabletop simulator friendly way, with all of these character rows kind of stacked on top of each other. You obviously wouldn't play the game like this in person, but it's kind of nice, taking advantage of the tabletop simulator world here to be able to keep everything facing the same direction.
Yeah. We're all sitting in the same chair.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be weird in real life.
It would be
I mean,
very weird.
depends on how close we all are. Who's on whose lap? We don't know.
So, while our viewers were watching the How to Play video and we were talking to each other, we did deal out our character cards to everybody, and we were completely random about this. But maybe we should just go real quick down the line and talk through who our family members are here. Erik, you want to kick us off?
Sure. The head of my household is obviously Dire Omen, the sinister sorcerer.
Dun, dun, dun.
A lot of people say that they only play with witchcraft, for the publicity, but some believe a wielder of true dark arts. And then obviously Madame Zora, the meddling medium, who has a message for somebody. Who knows? Obviously Butterfield, the butler, tries to keep things in order, but boy, do the twins get in his way. Those
Boy.
creepy twins.
You might have like the 4 creepiest characters.
Thank you.
This is the creep team.
This was the one card that when we were dealing them out, Kyla was like, as long as I don't get the twins.
Kick me out, man. Can you blame me?
Oh my gosh.
We just want to be friends.
Thanks for the nightmare fuel.
Perfect.
I'm ready for that.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have all game.
So I'm playing. I'm yellow. So I've got Prudence, the precocious prodigy. Oh, I love the alliteration. And she's learning by watching her mother Evelyn, who is not part of this family. She's Evelyn somewhere else.
Yeah, mom left.
Yeah, but she's already built her first tripod war machine. She's doing so good. They grow up so fast. We have Jenny Nightingale. Excuse me, the demanding diva. My pineapple cider's already starting to hit.
Wow.
Jenny Nightingale is the toast of the town, and her talent is matched only by her ego. The Dowager Grand Dame is the matriarch of the Wellington Smiths. She'll do whatever it takes to ensure that her son doesn't squander her fortune. Who's her son? Which one is that?
Lord Wellington Smythe, I believe.
Oh, it's Smythe,
Family
not
book.
Smith. I was
No.
Okay.
It's yeah. Pronounce it
Okay.
how you will.
all right.
I say Smythe. You say Smith.
Okay.
I was gonna say Smythe, so I
Okay,
agree.
Smythe it is. And then we've got Sir Bromley the Bachelor. What he lacks in brains, he makes up for with heart and all of that sweet cash that he got from somebody who died.
Hot.
Dustin, who you got?
Oh, okay. So we got Sophie. She's the mysterious maid. Lady Lola's maid has a secret. Is she a spy, an anarchist, a princess in hiding? She'll never tell.
I'm thinking it's the last
Find
one.
out more about her later.
Okay.
And then we have Adria Beauvais?
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 Beauvais? I don't know.
Adria Beauvais?
Ovius?
She's a
I was like,
cunning
however
criminal.
you want to say it. I don't know.
Bourgeois?
It's pronounced Smythe.
Yeah, I got Smythe. I don't know about the French one.
Yep.
So we got Adria over here. She's a cunning criminal, international jewel thief, con artist, and competitive quilting champion. What does she have an eye on tonight?
One of these things is not like the other. I love it.
She can like what she likes.
Yeah.
She is, and she's actually after
Three-dimensional
the
character.
most rare quilt
Oh.
ever.
That's
It's
okay.
The Golden Fleece.
I thought she made the
from
quilt.
Greek legend.
Well, whatever.
I bet it's cozy.
right, so, because she's super into quilts, right? So why not steal the most rare quilt ever,
Sure.
which was the quilt made for...
We can get into the storytelling later. Let's just
Yeah,
finish
we'll
introducing
find that
the
out later. We'll
characters.
find that out
We
later.
all know what the most famous quilt is, so we don't have to all say it at once.
Right, we're not gonna...
Sold the
You know
out.
what's up. And then we have the Colonel, which is I don't know who this guy is. He's just some dude that shows up and causes mischief.
Oh, okay.
Pain in the ass. And then we have Fletcher, the villainous valet, who works for the family, and he has his own little schemes. We'll get into what those are later.
Okay.
Oh.
And these are all of these. This is something that's a little bit different about Gloomier from the original Gloom, is that all of these characters are part of the same household, right? The same family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the same household.
Same
they
household,
all
right.
are involved with the Hemlock Hall manor in some way.
Right.
Some of them are related, like Lord Wellington Smythe and the Dowager, but
Right.
obviously some of them just work for the family.
Uh-huh. Laura, which characters belong to you?
Oh, I have daring detective Inspector Johnson.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes. Look at that bow
Inspector
tie.
Johnson loves a good mystery, and tonight everyone's a suspect. What was his last high-profile case? You'll never tell. And then we got Lady Lola, dangerous debutante, the eldest child of Lord Wellington Smythe. Lola has a taste for champagne and adventure. What's her
yes.
latest scandal in the news? I don't know. She probably
Whatever
wouldn't
she
name it.
wants, she gets.
She do. Oh my God. Did you really? Damn Yankees?
What? Is-
You are so cool, Kyle.
Adventures of Tony made the same joke in the chat. Great minds, Tony.
Adventures of Tony, you're also just so cool. Anyway, now we got Tex, the oil baron. Tex has decided to go from oil baron to baronet. What's one of his most extravagant purchases? Probably the golden fleece.
So the questions at the bottom, are those like just meant to help prompt the storytelling?
That's exactly right. They're prompt
Nice.
questions. So that is new to Gloomier to
Yeah,
just
that's nice.
give you a little
Helpful.
insight to their story.
And last but not least, we've got Lord Wellington Smythe. I've got the Lord of the Manor.
You
That
do.
means I'm special.
Yep.
It doesn't mean I'm special. His lordship takes the responsibilities of his office quite seriously and would like you to hurry up with that tea. What's his latest foolish
Chop.
indulgence? Probably the tea. All right.
I don't know how tea could ever be a foolish indulgence.
I mean,
but
depends what you make the tea from.
yeah, it depends on what you put in it.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know if you've ever had a
Specialty.
really nice cup of chai. It does,
Yeah.
Not so far that I'd call it a foolish indulgence, but I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. All right, on my team, I have Evelyn Y, the time traveler. She is an eccentric scientist. This brilliant inventor is ahead of her time, thanks to her time machine.
Ah.
Oh,
Harry Drake is the dashing daredevil. Adventure is his Harry Adventure Drake.
oh.
Ah.
He's never met a risk he wouldn't take or a barn he wouldn't storm.
Mm-hmm.
Sally True is a aspiring sleuth. Young Sally has proven to be sharper than any detective at Scotland Yard, and if there's a mystery tonight, she's going to get to the bottom of it.
Bum, bum, bum. I thought that was the detective's job. There's two
Inspector
detectives.
Johnson is still
Well,
sharper.
She's coming for Inspector Johnson's
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
He's been in it for a long time, and it's
Yeah.
it's time for somebody new.
Yeah.
And then we have August Winters, the poet. August's celebrated wit and talent for composing eulogies will surely come in handy.
Oh, no
Give them
doubt.
the most like D&D party like setup. Like all your characters are like they all are very different but fit together. Whereas most of ours are like, I don't know, I'm a cowboy oil baron and the mayor.
Well, random chance. That's
That goes. That goes.
bound to happen. Dustin, we lost you
Oh,
from the
no.
game somehow.
I disconnected. Hold on, I'll be back.
Why?
He's
don't know- I
he's
don't
still
know.
on the Zoom call at least. Okay,
Adventures
so
Tony says, let's be real, Sally does all the work. But
yeah.
Inspector Johnson says, oh.
Okay,
Yeah, I think he just follows Sally around stealing her clothes.
Probably.
and a new mechanic with Gloomier. These are supposed to be on the backs of the character cards, but we brought them in separate. Honestly, just because we were gonna have 5 players, and I kind of wanted to play with these things, just because I never did with the original Gloom. I never got the expansions that introduced stories and unwelcome guests. So, Kyla, if you're cool with that, with us kind of bending the rules a little bit, and including an unwelcome guest in a story.
Yeah,
this
let's
game?
do it. I mean, that's not bending the rules. It's just bending the reality of
The
cards
deck. Yeah.
that, I couldn't do in real life. So,
Which I am against. I don't mind changing the rules, but decks of cards have to maintain a
Yeah.
certain.
Integrity thing.
So let's see. Let's get something totally at random.
How did you do that?
There we go.
the Black Kitten, good choice.
So we've got the Black Kitten story.
No,
We've got a bad feline.
that is so cute.
Oh yeah, it's adorable. It just
love it.
is a portent of
Why-
death.
Is that an axe?
I
Yep,
think so.
That's
yeah.
a bloody act.
That's a bloody axe.
Yeah.
This is the cat from.
I like this cat
Cemetery.
style, guys.
Yeah. So this would be on the back of one of these character cards, right?
Yeah.
In the physical copy of the game.
Correct. All of the character cards are double-sided, so they either have a guest or a story on the back.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, so we've got the black kitten, and basically the way that this works is, correct me if I'm wrong, Kyla, but if somebody plays a modifier card that has a skull icon on it, then... Oh no, if they have a modifier card, right, that's the difference between this and the unwelcome guest. If they have a modifier card on their family that has a skull on it, and it hasn't already been claimed, they can use an action to claim this story.
Yes. If you have a skull in your family, you can, as an action, claim the black kitten, and then that story is with you and your family, and then that ability applies to you, and that you can choose the player. Anytime anyone plays a modifier card with the bat icon, you now get to choose the player to draw and discard a card from their hand.
Nice. Okay. Got it. And these stories have point values associated with them. Is that just like if you end up with the story at the end of the game, you get those points?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. And you can claim a story from another player if you spend an action on it and have more of whatever the requirement icon is.
Exactly.
Okay. And then we've got the unwelcome guest version of The Bachelor out. And these cards immediately move as soon as whatever icon they're following is played. And in his case,
they don't have to be claimed like the story card. It's just that if a card with the heart is played onto your family, the Bachelor will go and join your family. He goes where the romance is.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And and when he moves, he can have modifier cards played on him just like any other family member, and those move with him.
Correct.
Too. So those are the new mechanics. He
just shows up and ingratiates himself. He's part of your family now. He just acts like anybody else.
Right.
Except that, he's not that loyal. He might leave at any time.
Right. Except that I've got another copy of him in my family already, but that's okay.
Yes, that would not happen in Meat Space.
Right. Okay, and then the only other thing that I need
I do love the idea that he's got a double family. Like he's living out here, and he's like, I'm part of this family, but secretly he's a part of somebody else's.
That seems true to who he is, for sure.
Yeah. And the only other thing to go over is a tabletop simulator means of making this game work here, and that is when a modifier card is played on top of a character card, it will automatically lock in place, and that's how we can get the transparency to work. Otherwise, cards stack on top of each other, and you don't see anything beyond the first card. So if you need to move something, you hover your cursor over it and press the L key on your keyboard, and then pick up the card and move it to unlock it first.
You're gonna have to tell me how to do that 12 times.
I am prepared for that.
All right, I'm keeping track.
Okay.
To counter it.
Hey, we just got raided by Miss Shadow Lovely with a party of 18 people. Hi guys. Welcome to the show. We're about to start playing Gloomier, A Night at Hemlock Hall.
At least that's the intention.
That is the intention.
Do our best.
I'm wondering how we should kick... You know what? Kyla, why don't you do the honors and kick things off for us and take the first turn?
All right. Well, the thing that you need to remember the most is that you can't play Untimely Deaths as the first action on your turn. So you get two actions.
I thought you could only play them as the first action on your turn.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
That's exactly what I meant.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, Evelyn Y was the first to show up to the party at Hemlock Hall. She was a time traveler, and as time travelers are wont to do, they, take notes on what time everything is happening, and she wanted to be punctual. Time travelers, they're into that. So she was the first one to show up. She raided the food table, and there was an excellent Gouda there, and she just, went to town on it.
Yeah.
And she choked on the cheese.
Oh,
No.
you hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. And there was nobody there to help her. She's just like all by herself.
Oh no.
And here she is. She choked on the cheese. There's cheddar ways to go.
Mm.
The
the
next
pun.
person to show up was Madame Zora. And she saw a beautiful crystal ball in the study, and she's like, oh my god, I need it. That's gonna make my tarot card readings just like so much better. So Madame Zora stole from the study, and it made her very pleased that she got her new crystal ball.
Oh.
So that text says that Erik gets to draw and keep 2 cards from Kyla's hand, right?
Yes,
Player
I should
to
pay
the-
attention to the card text. So
Player to
yes,
the
now you
left,
get to.
yeah.
Oh, to my left. Okay. It's hard to see like who's.
I know
sitting
it's hard to see. Yeah, it's So if we're
That counts as left.
Yeah, what does count as left? I think as clockwise would go, it would be the previous player, right? So and this text, so does that mean that Erik draws and keeps 2 cards because you played it on his character? Or
It would mean that the player to, Madame Zora or Team Creepers left.
Right.
Or you would draw, he would draw 2 cards from the hand of the player to his left.
Got it. Okay. Let's see.
So Erik, figure out who's to your
Or is
left.
that me? That might be me.
I'm bad at that.
See,
Somebody
if it's
tell
clock, if it's me. It's me. I'm to the
Okay.
left.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
I
left
love
down,
that. I love
right
stealing
down.
Okay,
cards.
Yeah.
that seems right.
Left is down,
down,
right is up. Yeah. So you take
Okay.
2 of my cards.
I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna take this one.
I wish you wouldn't, but okay. Nice. So that's Kyla's turn. Oh, and you already drew back up to 5. Great.
I know how to play.
You do.
That makes one of us.
Somebody here does.
Oh, hey, let's turn on. If I turn on turns, and now it is Erik's turn.
Okay. So this
Ooh.
actually might work out.
I just had a couple of thoughts. I forgot to talk about buff and nerf. Our house rule mechanic. This is how we make things interactive with our viewers. We have a meter over on the left-hand side of the screen that has a couple of beer mugs right in the middle. Up at the top of the meter, it says buff. At the bottom of the meter, it says nerf. And in the chat right now, Neil the Tavern Bot is going over how you can spend, viewers, virtual pastry points that you're earning from watching this show to move that meter up or down. I'm going to start a 20-minute timer right now. And at the end of that 20-minute timer, we're going to roll a pair of special dice for a house rule that's either going to help or hurt one or all of us. So,
Please don't hurt me.
I think getting hurt helps in this game.
Oh, well, then
right, yeah, that's true.
I guess
My family.
I guess hurt. I'm very confused.
Is buff
Welcome
good?
to the show.
Buff is
Yeah.
good, nerf is bad.
But in Gloom,
But in
everything
Gloom,
bad is
I know
good.
everything's backwards, but we want to be buffed. We don't want to be nerfed.
Okay. If you say so.
All right, and
Okay.
I'm gonna. Why is Amazing Grace playing? No,
What was
I don't
that?
know.
that was the sound of someone nerfing us,
Which they like to do.
and the meter's
So-
not moving.
That sounded awful. No!
Don't encourage them.
You don't like that sound, Laura?
It sounds like cards shuffling.
It's just spilled beer. That's all it is.
Oh,
There's no
now that you
sense-
say that's way worse than cards shuffling. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, no sense crying over spilled beer, Laura.
Unless Kyle spills his beer all over your cards when you're playing
Yeah,
a board game.
Kyle.
Oh no,
Wonder who
don't
did
say
that.
that's what's great about Real Gloom.
Trying to eat me.
I do, yeah, that's,
Waterproof.
yeah, the waterproof cards. I
They
love
are.
that. So
Big
How
bonus.
would you get to eat?
Madame
and
Zora did steal a crystal ball, and you know that pretty big deal for her, stealing that crystal ball. Led to she realized like now that at this party she can finally do what she wants to do some palm reading and get in there and make a bit of money. Unfortunately, her first customer was she attracted the attention of the person whose thing it was. Every time I try and pick this up, it moves.
Is it lagging or something? What's going on?
No, she attracted the. No, it just keeps locking because my height
your
is
lift
my
height's too low.
Yeah, my lift height is super low. She attracted the attention of, unfortunately, some people who already previously owned the thing that she wanted and stole. So that was bad for her, attracting that attention. And people now know that she is a thief and a criminal, which playing that lets me discard a modifier card beneath that one, which is this one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So her plans to make some extra cash reading palms didn't really work out for her.
Yeah.
But luckily for someone here at the party, let's see. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Well, Dire Omen was, enjoying a night of in sorcery and libations, traveling around, getting to know various people. Unfortunately, his main rival was also here, and they did not get along. He started telling him about all the travel he was doing, and Dire he hasn't traveled much lately, so he started saying, yeah, I've traveled. I travel all the time. He's
Pandemic.
Like,
I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, have you been to here? He's like, yeah, I've been there. Oh, vacation all the time. And then he started making up places, and Dyer didn't want to seem like an idiot, so he's like, yeah, no, I've definitely spent a lot of time in Sokovia. And he was like, you idiot, that's from comic books. He was unfortunately fooled by his foe. Yeah, and he just doesn't get, now everyone knows that he's a liar. It's not been a good night for him. I discard my entire hand.
God, you took such a circuitous route to get to that card. I love it.
I started talking, and then I picked the card.
Yeah. All right, so, let's see. Now I am looking at my cards for the very first time. So, who do I play this on? So, Evelyn Y was she thought she was having a grand old time at this big soiree, and she found that Gouda, and she was so excited about it that she kind of ate it a little too fast, and so she started choking on it, as we all remember. And that's where we last left Evelyn. But thankfully, this very lovely cook came running out of the kitchens and happened to know the Heimlich maneuver and CPR, and he saved her life. She was so grateful, in fact, that she followed him into the kitchens, and they made out, and things got a little nasty.
Wow.
That's all I'm gonna
With
say.
the cheese still caught in the just like.
He did the Heimlich first, but I think that
Yeah,
got
he got the cheese is gone. He got the cheese out.
Wait, who's she making out with?
The cook.
With the cook?
The cook that
She made
saved.
out with the-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The cook that saved her. Yeah, they went back into the kitchen and.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then for my second action, I cannot use either of these cards right now, so I'm just going to discard them and draw back up to 5.
Oh. How do you lift things?
How do you lift things?
E.
Click
things?
and drag.
Okay. Just checking.
Cool. My turn?
Yep, your turn.
Sweet. So, Sophie here, she was talking to the Earl who had spilled some wine on his pants and needed to get him clean. So he was very condescending in his asking of her to do this for him. So she devised a clever scheme to embarrass the Earl. And by doing so, she cut out the butt flaps on his pants. He was none the wiser when he
I'm
put
sorry,
them on
do
and
your
returned to the
pants have
party.
butt flaps?
When you're an earl, they do.
Don't yours?
Yeah.
What? You're not wearing butt? He's an Earl. He's got butt flaps.
We're in the middle of a Panda Express. I'm not wearing pants. No.
Did you just call it a Panda Express instead of a
Yes.
pandemic?
Yeah,
All right.
living in a global panorama.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to clarify.
Oh, that's good.
Listen, you gotta make your own fun when you're living in the middle of a birdemic.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What else happened, Dustin?
So what else happened? So Fletcher here. He's not the brightest guy, but he is very, very sketchy. So he knew that
Right.
he was gonna get caught eventually, and he needed to check the library for some law advice. But being Fletcher, he got lost. So he knocked over some bookshelves, some fell down on him. It was just a really, really bad ordeal. He also lost his library card in the whole kerfuffle. So
Wow.
bad day.
You hate to see
Wellington
it.
Smites are very organized if they issue library cards. I'm impressed.
Yeah. That card says that if you have a dagger icon on one of your other cards, you can play it for free now.
Right, and that's part of the plan here,
Oh,
and
okay.
part of the story, because poor Fletcher was right. He did get caught. He got taken to jail, and being Fletcher, he does Fletcher things, and he snitched. He snitched hard, okay? So after he got back out, his associates knew what happened. They figured it out, and poor Fletcher ended up getting stitches.
Okay.
Okay. And discard
Actually,
one
do
card.
I want to do that? Yeah,
mean,
that's much better.
It's an interesting
I could have
choice.
played it somewhere, but
That's an interesting
I'm doing
choice
what I'm doing.
because you covered up everything you got from the first card, but
it's more valuable.
sure.
And that's
Uh,
all I can do.
It says discard one card from your hand for each
Oh, yeah.
dagger in play.
So one.
In play. So
Does anybody else have a dagger?
yeah, Dire Omen does. There's
Oh.
at least two.
Oh. All right. Well, that's. Oh,
Yeah, I think there's just two.
Yeah, just the two.
Yep. And then draw back up to your
Cool.
draw limit,
5.
which is 5, yeah.
Cool.
And you can only kill your own family members, right?
No, you can kill any family member, but they have to have a negative self-worth when they die.
Oh.
That doesn't the untimely death could change their self-worth in the process of their death though.
But if they have a very small negative number, if they're -5,
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, then I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah,
That's
Huh?
not very good at being dead.
right.
Something.
Fair. Okay. I'm learning. Is it my turn? Do I have to do things?
It is your turn.
I believe it is your turn. Yeah.
Oh no! It's my turn. I have to do things. Okay. I'm ready for that. Obviously, I'm quite prepared. Okay, so lady,
What the hell?
smooth jazz.
Oh, hey! That is the
What?
first time that this has happened on this
What
show.
Oh.
What?
Did they do it?
Yeah.
What'd they
So you guys gave enough tips to Neil the Tavern Bot that he has decided to buy an immediate round of a Nerf for everybody right now. That has never happened on the show yet. I didn't. We added the tip function and didn't tell anybody that was a thing that could happen.
They didn't even tell me, or they told us. They said it in the chat that I never read.
Good guy.
Yeah, we have to pause Laura's turn in the middle. Sorry, Laura.
I was so prepared
Please
for it.
hold
too,
on while we
you
make
tell.
you weaker.
Right.
Yeah, thanks. I'm so glad that this happened right at this very moment.
Usually we finish the turn first, but because this is
Oh no! I guess I'll just have to read my cards for several minutes.
yeah. This is a special occurrence. Okay, so it was Chovexani who triggered that with the whopping 9th tip of the night. It triggered early tonight.
Wow.
Okay, so
Thanks, everyone.
Dustin, can you add the cannon, the dice cannon in that I forgot to have us load
what?
up first? We have a little dice
Why are there
cannon
weapons?
to shoot our dice out of. It's fun.
I'm so glad this is remote.
Yeah. Well, we've found that the randomness of rolling dice on this in Tabletop Simulator leaves something to be wanted. So
Okay. So you needed something more violent.
we needed something that would do a little bit better job for us.
Okay.
Oh, you have to turn it first. Sorry.
What are we turning?
That is a
Oh, that's the
large cannon. Is this game just really small scale?
Yeah,
It's a small table.
Oh, sorry. I could make
It's
it
fine,
bigger.
it's fine. No, I can make.
I mean,
this
not right now,
smaller.
but
There. All right, it's ready.
okay.
You're gonna have to make those dice a lot
Yeah,
smaller.
those are way too big. All right, okay, let's roll. Let's roll.
Let's roll them. They're
They're
going
not
off
gonna
the
was
table.
way
Go
too
in there.
powerful. Okay,
I
I can
can't fit.
fix this.
They're too big.
We've
What have
only
you
been doing this show. in
Did you
tabletop for a
shoot them
year.
off the
Yeah.
table?
He shot him off the table. We got to do
Oh
it
my
again.
gosh.
Okay, it's okay.
How do you have subscribers?
It's a mystery to all of us.
They like watching failures.
Oh, good.
Makes them
Dice
feel
are
better.
Way too big. Okay.
In the right spot.
Looks like
got it.
the name is irrelevant. It goes to everybody, and it is Nerf number 2. Let's see what it is.
I don't want to do it.
Hey, come on, 3,
I
4.
don't want it.
Everybody, see what it is. Coming
What is
up.
it? I can't see it.
Everyone gets 1 less action for their next 2 turns.
Aw, that's sad.
Well, then no one can die. Oh, no, wait. Well, I'll just die. I keep getting that wrong.
Yeah.
What? I don't even know. What? Ow.
So, that means, Laura, we're just starting your turn, and it's your first turn of the game,
Yeah, thanks,
but you only
everyone.
get 1 action.
You're doing so well to make me feel welcome. Thank you all.
Welcome to the game. Anyways, you're done now. We rolled dice and now you're done.
Oh, I'm so glad.
It's all of us. It hit all of us.
I've never done this before.
What you've done, Kyle? Come on now.
It's not.
Welcome
it was
to-
Neil. Neil did it. Don't blame
Come
me.
to the show. It'll be fun.
Why? All right, it's fine. No, it's fine. So Lady Lola was just trying to mind her own business. Maybe enjoy a game with her friends. You know, innocently
Smoke a cigarette.
smoke a cigarette, perhaps. I mean, that's sort of a bad idea. We know, but she's trying to quit. All right, it's been a very rough panini. So, you know, all of a sudden, out of nowhere at all, chat, she found herself slapped by a socialite, smacked
Right across the face.
Messed up.
right
Messed
across
up.
the face. There was no provocation. It was just so sad.
Just an old woman goes, well, I've never, and slapped her.
Yeah, just shot some dice out of a cannon right across her face. That's fine.
If she's in the middle of a panini, she's probably not smoking a cigarette.
You don't know. Things are tough.
You don't-
Maybe
you'd
she's
think
gonna
that.
fight on her own.
Don't.
You'd think that,
Don't.
but
I don't think that's the same
I
kind
got
of
stories.
Yeah, not the panini that Laura was talking about.
You may not be.
Sandwich, the Lil Nas X song?
Okay. And can I discard anything? Can I draw anything? Is that it? What do I do?
You draw one card to get back up to 5. So over at the deck.
And I can't discard anything.
No, because that takes an action.
Oh.
So if you put your cursor over the deck and press the number 1, you'll draw a card to your hand.
I
Bam.
think I did it.
You did.
What did I get? Oh,
And then
something.
you can click that end turn button that's up at the top middle-ish of your screen.
What?
Where? What?
I don't see an end turn button either.
You'll see it in a
Alright,
second.
it's just
Kyla.
my name.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now it says it's my turn.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Hey.
I told you I learned something new every time I use Tabletop Simulator. So, cool. All right. So perhaps that the socialite that slapped Lady Lola. I'm not sure if that person has been named, but
I don't
Sally
believe so.
True came out of nowhere and slapped her again and was like, "Yo, I think you drank my drink."
What?
Ooh.
Lola was like, "No, I don't think so."
That's a
Sally's
that's
like,
a big party
"Mm,
foul.
That was my brandy." So
Yeah.
they started, slapping a little bit more,
Oh,
and
no.
they brawled over brandy. So now each of you get to draw and keep a card from my hand.
Oh.
Do not drink and duel, you guys.
So we probably ought to go in turn order, which would be Erik first.
yoink.
And I will take this one. Dustin,
Huh?
you're going to take one of these 2 cards from Kyla.
Steal a card from my hand, please.
Wake up,
Deal.
Dustin.
Sorry, I was reading stuff.
And Laura gets the other one.
Thanks.
Nice.
The nerf doesn't affect my draw, right? I still get to draw back
You still
up?
get to draw, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And there is a turn button
Oh, right.
up at the
I'm
top.
learning
yeah.
about this now. Click
Yeah.
to end turn. All right.
It's very easy to forget about that.
It is.
It's very easy to learn about it, too.
True. I've had to
I know how to
learn
work
about
it.
it. Yeah, I've learned about it many times and still forget almost every time. So, having been slapped, or having been, stealing things and done all the family of creepers is obviously distraught and not paying attention to the wider comings and goings of the party, and especially the twins. So the twins, they're always looking to get into trouble. They're always looking to explore, try different things. They invented a new game that they obviously needed Butterfield to play with them, because he's contractually obligated to. It's part of his description.
Right.
So they had a new game of hide and seek where they chose where he would hide, and then the first person, and then he yells until somebody lets him out. Unfortunately, this did lead to Butterfield being trapped in a trunk for most of the night, just unable to get out and unable for anyone to hear him cry for help.
Oh. That's rough. So we have not heard a whole lot about old Sir Bromley, the bachelor. But he's not the brightest individual. He's got a great heart, and he's got a lot of money, which you would think would make him very eligible, make women really want to, or men. We don't know. Maybe it's both. I don't know. But he just he's just so very dumb that he really struggles. And one night he was on a date with a lovely lady. We'll say it was Adria Beauvais. He was taking her on a night walking around the gardens, just trying to be suave and romantic. And then he fell in the lake, like trying to show her some fancy, I don't know. It was supposed to be a dance maneuver, I think. It was really awkward, and it didn't help that he tripped over his own feet and fell into the water. And in the process, a whole bunch of frogs came out and just jumped all over him, and it was really gross.
Did you notice the spilled beer noise happened right when you said fell in the water?
The timing was
Sure
incredible.
did.
Awesome.
Yep.
It was
When the timing works
Amazing.
out, it's great. So Sir Bromley just got a whole huggy bunch of frogs all over him. And I'm supposed to discard any event cards in my hand, but I don't have any, so that ends my nerfed turn.
I don't believe you. Show us your whole hand.
All right.
Look at the stream and you can see it.
And I can cheat by watching Twitch.
It honestly, it makes it so easy to win. I don't know why everyone doesn't do it.
All right. So we got to talk about Fletcher again. Poor guy. He was decided to eat some of the cake that was on the table. But he ate a little bit too much, and it turns out actually that he's allergic to eggs. So he knew it, but he wanted some cake. But sadly, what did him in?
Oh.
Oh.
Wrong. Death by chocolate.
Wow. All right.
Goodbye.
So Fletcher died choking on cake, or I guess allergic to the eggs in the cake. So that must have been
It
at the
was
same.
the arsenic and the icing.
It must have been at the same
that-
party where.
I'm allergic to that too.
Must have been at the same party where Evelyn was choking on cheese and making out with the chef.
Which I just realized that was the first heart card. And does that mean that your family gets the unwelcome guest?
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
right. The Bachelor joined my family.
Yeah. Maybe we
Oh.
let's put
That's
him
a
over
heart
here.
card?
Okay.
That's inside the scripting zone. Yeah, this heart card moved the Bachelor
Oh.
to Kyla's family, and we just forgot to do it.
Awesome.
Totally.
Cool.
All right. So Dustin, I think
He's
that's your
flirting
turn.
with Sally.
Cool. So I still get another action after.
No, because
Kill
you're nerfed.
somebody?
You're nerfed.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Never
So that's it.
mind. So I'm just gonna click this button right here.
Yeah, it was a big fat nerf.
It's okay.
What a
I
big
feel
fat
better
turn,
now.
anyway.
Right. Yeah. All right, Laura,
Huh?
it's your turn.
Oh, I was jamming out to the music. I mean, I was strategizing. Yep, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks. So, let's tell a story about someone else who happens to be oil baron Tex. Yeah, Tex is hanging out, having a good time. He decided that he wanted to check out some art because he's trying to become a little bit more cultured since he wants to go from oil baron to baronet. He'd like to be a little lordling man.
Yeah.
So he's gonna check out some art and look at things and get a little culture. But unfortunately, while he was there, he saw a ghost in the gallery.
Ooh.
freaked him out.
Spooky.
It was spoopy. And, he made a little mess on himself. He was frightened. And now I have to discard one card from my hand from each skull icon in play, including this one. So, does anybody else have a little skull icon going on?
I don't think so.
Got no skull.
Not that I'm seeing.
Got no skulls to hold me down. How do I discard this card? I can't see. What do I
Just
do?
drag
Okay,
it
I'm
up to
sorry.
that pile, yeah.
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
Did I pick the one that I wanted to pick?
I don't know.
remember. Yes, that's the one I wanted. Goodbye, this card. Okay, I guess. Can I just? I still can't discard anything, huh? Because
No.
I'm still down in action.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the chat doesn't like me.
Well, wasn't that just one turn, or was that two?
It was a
turns?
two-turn nerf.
this
It was
is the
a big
two-turn
fat
nerf.
nerf, yeah.
Yes. So we're
Yeah.
But
just
this
coming
is the
around the bend.
second?
This is the second one.
turn.
Okay.
yeah.
So I guess I'll just. Do I
Draw
just
back
draw
up to 5,
one or okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so one more, yeah.
Okay. There it is. I got a thing.
Yay!
Woo!
Alright. So the party is going strong. Everybody's dancing when the old grandfather clock in the drawing room begins to go boom.
Oh.
Boom. Imagine me doing that 12 times.
Right, yeah.
It is the midnight surprise. So
What?
Uh-oh.
I don't know where I should play event cards, but there it is.
That
I get to
works.
draw 3 cards.
Midnight
Ooh.
surprise.
And you play all modifiers and untimely death cards on your own family.
Oh no, they're all positive. Who shuffled this?
Oh.
Them's
Right, I have
the
to put them
breaks.
all in my own family if possible.
That's what it says.
Oh, rough. Alright, so I'm gonna play them all on the same person, I guess.
You
wait,
could put them all on
the
the
Bachelor's
Bachelor,
on
yeah.
my family.
Bachelor
Alright,
is
I
there you
got
go.
technically,
this. I got this.
technically part of your family. But, so
So, the Bachelor was after the clock struck midnight, he woke up early the next morning and had some breakfast and enjoyed 11sies.
Oh,
Yay!
that was nice.
And
That's like second breakfast.
yeah, exactly. Lady Lola is also a hobbit, and she showed up with him, and he romanced a rake. Oh, no.
Oh, good for
Oh,
him.
a little close to the hand zone. Sorry about that.
That's
I'm
okay.
seeing things I need to change about this tabletop simulator mod.
And then, oh no,
Romance to rake.
He's an equal opportunist.
Yeah.
I can. Okay, if possible. So I have to play this on Sally. All right. So then, Sally, who last we saw was punching Lady Lola in the face over a drink.
Right.
Not a very classy lady. She then met the cat of the house in the kennels, and that cat was rabid, and that cat had claws, and
Ooh.
poor Sally True was killed by a kitten.
Ooh.
Oh,
But somehow it was not the worst way to go because it's just +10.
Yeah. Well, because it's a kitten. It's very cute. It was
Yeah.
probably this cat.
super
It
cute.
was probably the black
Oh.
kitten. And
Yeah.
look, it's a very cute cat. Like, there are worse ways to go, right?
I
Yeah.
suppose.
That was not a good turn for me, you guys. That,
Yeah,
that
that-
was
that
really,
hurt.
really bad. Because now the Bachelor is gonna stay with me too,
Oh
and
no.
because he's got a romance icon, and now Sally's locked in with 0 points. That was extremely
Yeah,
bad. I thought
that
that
hurt.
was a good move. I'm like, oh, I get to play 3 free cards.
Yeah,
Nope.
it looked like it was going to be really great.
They were all positive, and now my draw limit is. Oh no, my draw limit is increased. All right, so
Yeah.
at least I got that.
So you get
I get a
2
draw
cards
too.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
Keep going. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, dire omen, fooled by his foe. The sounds of laughter of everyone making fun of him. This guy doesn't know anything. He thinks fake places are real places. What a maroon. He flees the common area and just doesn't know what to do. When he sees in the distance a dog, and he thinks, I can befriend this dog. And then that one dog turns into many tiny ravenous corgis.
What?
They chase him. They chase him around the manor. Everyone laughing as he's being chased by corgis. He runs all the way around, chased by and cornered by the corgis. Devastating for him. So much so that let's see. Yep, he's chased by them. And what he doesn't know is that these corgis want, the one time in his young life when he actually left the confines of his manor and traveled the world, the only archaeological thing he found was a large dinosaur bone that he wore around his neck.
Oh, of course.
Those corgis were drawn to it.
Yeah.
And
As
he was
they would be.
slain for
sense.
his loot of this giant corgi bone, dinosaur bone. As now the corgis rip him to shreds and feast upon the bone that he once wore around his neck.
That was some great card synergy and fantastic storytelling, by the way, as well.
Thank you.
For sure.
R.I.P. Dire Omen.
Yeah. We knew him well. Alas, poor Omen. Yeah, nicely done. Okay. So, the dowager, grand dame that she is, was throwing this fantastic dinner party for all of the residents of the manor, and it wasn't going great. I mean, there was that whole incident with Evelyn and the cheese where she was choking and stuff. Thankfully, the chef came out and saved her life, so that crisis was averted. But then there was the thing with the cake, and the valet, I guess, invited himself to the party because he was supposed to be outside parking cars for people, and he came in and ate some of the cake, and anyway, he's dead. So yeah, not the best party that the dowager's ever thrown. So that night she was gonna go retire for the evening, trusting, you know, that Butterfield would clean things up for her, and on her way up to bed, she had a little tumble, and it didn't go well. Like, she was trying to go up those stairs and tripped and fell all the way back down. It was real bad. I don't know if she broke anything, but it hurt. So yeah, that's that. And that's my nerfed turn. The last of my nerfed turn. Oh, but guess what? We're gonna roll for another one right now.
Time.
It's time to roll for another nerf. Everybody wants us to suffer.
Ready?
It's the entire point of the game.
It
Kyle.
is the entire point of the game. And it's viewer's choice.
Oh no.
Gets nerf number
fun.
7. Let's see. Viewer's choice. 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Let's see what it is.
8.
Viewer's choice must remove an untimely death from one of their characters.
Who's dead?
So far, Fletcher, Dire Omen, and
Sally
True are the currently dead characters.
Sally True would love to be undead. Just
So,
saying.
who gets who resurrects one of their dead characters? You can go ahead and start your turn, Dustin.
Cool.
What I like is like that seems like a silly thing, but that also is like if I remember correctly from Gloom, that can happen where you can be like, no, your character faked their death. They're
Yep.
alive now.
Really.
Okay.
There are ghosts.
And the
There's
poll
zombies.
is live in the chat.
All right. So Adria here, we haven't heard much from her because she was too busy eating some marmalade. She was really hungry. Thought she needed to get her energy up for this awesome heist she was planning. She's gonna get that quilt, the first quilt ever made. It's here, and she's gonna get it. Okay, so she was just chowing down on this marmalade, and she just was trying to get ready, and she just kept eating the marmalade and kept eating the marmalade and kept eating the marmalade.
It's good
And
stuff.
then before you know it, yeah, it's delicious. Okay, if you haven't had this marmalade, to die for. But so at the end of the day, she had way too much marmalade.
Yeah.
She almost blew up, man. She had to roll to the bathroom.
I've seen those Paddington movies. I know it's the trouble with marmalade.
Maybe
It's a lot.
maybe
It's hard. It's tasty.
maybe she got it from Sir Bromley when they were on their date, walking around the lake.
That must have been it.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
All right, that's the end of the Nerf stuff from Neil.
Yay.
First one. The last
Yeah, the first one.
not
The
in
next
general.
one. The poll results are still
New one's about to
pending,
begin.
but it's looking like it's going to turn into a buff for Kyla right now.
What?
Yeah,
Alright.
because you're
Nice.
going to get to resurrect Sally True
Yes.
if you win, which it's looking like.
All right, I'm gonna go restock mine.
All right, Laura.
Okay. Hi. So, I don't know who I am anymore. So,
Panini will do that to you.
Yeah.
you know, a little bit sitting in this participle, it's really rough. So we've got Inspector Johnson was hearing about all of these strange sudden deaths, especially the guy who died of cake. That's very strange.
Yeah.
And he was gonna look into this. He felt it was quite awkward, especially with this new development with somebody who was injured by marmalade. So he went to the pantry, but he underestimated the size of Lord Wellington Smythe's manor and pantry, and found himself stuck within it. Why am I not? Okay, that's what I want to do. Okay, hang on. Why? I can't see anything. Okay, so he's in the pantry and it's very difficult. He can't find his way out, and now he's in peril in the pantry.
Oh no,
It's very upsetting
Shame. Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
that's
You
terrible.
to see it. It's so difficult. All
And
right.
For the first turn of the game, Laura, you get a second action.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! What a delight.
You know what? Just
Um,
because you've been such a good, we'll let you get your full thing this time.
Yeah, you get a full turn.
Only this time though.
Really? Great. So, he's poor Inspector Johnson was in such peril in the pantry. He, let me see this. What am I doing? He ended up, unfortunately, he tried to find his way out of the pantry, and he found a small window, at the very, very top of the shelf, and he climbed up the shelf and he wiggled his way out of the window, and got caught out there by the gardener. And the gardener thought what he was doing was quite nefarious, and he decided quickly that he needed to bribe the gardener. So he's like, I'll just handle your chores for you, don't worry about it. Go off and enjoy your night. And the gardener was like, cool, please go and continue to prune this area here. And so the inspector said, sure, can totally do that. But then didn't realize that the pruning shears that he was handed were in fact poisoned, and he died. And I can play that because it says I can do it on my second action. It says
Yeah,
so.
you can.
And I did, and so now
'Cause you
he's
have
dead.
that icon, yeah.
Poor Inspector
Dun
Johnson.
dun dun.
He died of
And
pruning
we still
shears.
have flowers at the funeral.
Yeah. Go him.
All right, so that goes. Oh, and then Laura, you draw back up to your draw limit, which you covered the text that lowered it, so you're good. You draw 2.
Cool.
Nice.
I did it.
And
Yay!
Kyla, you did win the poll from the viewers, so you
Yeah.
remove an untimely death.
All right. Sally is.
Oh wow, it's locking real fast, huh?
Oh, maybe we're both trying to do
There we
it.
go.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I put it in my hand. Which one was it? Killed by a kitten.
It was killed by a kitten. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
All right.
Leave me alone, Apple Watch.
So,
Stand up.
Sally True came back to life, and creeper that he is,
Rumors of her death were gravely exaggerated.
greatly exaggerated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gradually
Absolutely.
exaggerated.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I hear she's
Slowly
dead.
Over time.
Well, I hear she's kind of dead. Well, she's not.
She's
well, I guess-
mostly dead.
I guess.
She's
well,
slightly alive.
I guess technically that she's alive, but
As soon as she came back to life, all of the photographers and journalists in town were like, "Cool, a zombie. Let's have a spread. Let's do a whole editorial feature on the beautiful zombie." And unfortunately, Tex showed up, and he's a hunter. He's got his guns. He is not into the whole zombie thing, which, like, who can blame him? I'm not into the whole zombie thing. If I saw a zombie, I'd probably do the same.
the most
Oh.
dangerous game, man.
Yeah.
Sally True was shot at the shoot,
Oh,
Oh,
no.
so she did
and
end up
she
dead.
immediately
later,
died
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right
Ah.
after she came back to life.
Gosh, you
She
hate to see
tried.
it.
Yeah, Tex
Much
got her
better
down. But then, Harry Drake, the dashing daredevil, the adventurer that he is, heard Sally's ghost being like, No. It's fine. I'm alive. It's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
And he believed her and, wasn't even concerned about it and was like, all right, we'll just keep going with it. Don't even worry about it. And he was duped by the debutante.
Oh, yeah.
No.
So,
The dead debutante.
Yeah.
Sally.
Duped by
Yeah.
a dead debutante. Yeah.
That's a lot to deal with.
Yeah. By the dead debutante, exactly.
It's very upsetting.
So if I had event cards, I would discard them, but I
Mhm.
did not.
I haven't seen one event card. I shouldn't say that out
I
loud.
thought it
Yeah.
helpful.
Well, I saw yours.
They're the red text.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, having been devoured by dogs and just general misgivings going on at this party, Madame Zora finally is able to enough people are distracted. Sally was shot to death after being miraculously saved, and then someone was mauled by dogs. So people have forgotten the fact that she is stole a crystal orb for others' attention, and
Right.
Started inviting her to other activities. She was actually summoned to a seance where unfortunately she thought they wanted her to be the one doing the seance, but they didn't. So she just kind of sat there and twiddled her thumbs, and she's kind of not really happy about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's like, okay.
Heck of
Well-
a seance.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, so she brought all her accoutrement, and then they were like, oh, we already have that covered. Like, okay, fine. Let me make sure I want to put this where I want to put this. How do I mess with Kyle?
You don't. You don't need to do that at all.
So you can put good things on other people's things?
You can put
can.
anything onto anybody's things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Thought
only
about put-
the only restriction is that untimely deaths have to be on negative value characters,
Yeah.
which
So the
I did not
twins-
know, because I don't think we played that way. The
Yeah,
last
we
time
probably,
played.
we may have. I don't remember. So the twins, having locked Butterfield in a trunk and gone about their business, are running around, rambunctious children that they are, when they run into Sister Abigail, who is a local nun, and she is not happy with the fun that they were having. She's kind of a buzzkill, and she just started poking at them. And unfortunately, they were needled by nuns who were just telling them, sit up straight, stop acting, wash your hands. It just wasn't. It's they're kids and they're in an adult party and they're not having a good time.
Yeah.
Kids at an adult party and they're not having a good time.
That's right.
We've all been there where you're like aunts and uncles are playing poker and you're like, what do I even do here? Why did my parents bring me?
So the dowager, after she tripped down the stairs trying to get back up to her room and twisting her ankle and stuff, she got up and she kind of dusted herself off. She was like, wow, that hurts. Did I break anything? No? Ouch, though. Ouch. That's, that stings. And then
Ouch,
she looked.
though.
Yeah. and then she looked behind her and noticed there was this black cat just watching her. And it just really skeeved her out. A lot.
Skeeved her out.
Yeah.
This man is paid to write scripts.
Yeah, she was just not her day. That's all I'm saying. All right.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
So the demanding diva Jenny Nightingale, she had caused a ruckus that evening, just because she's Jenny. She's always looking for attention from everybody, and she was so just, hey, I want more wine right now. I guess it was well, it would have been Butterfield, but he's busy trapped in a trunk right now, so I guess it must have been somebody else. Maybe it was Sir Bromley. Was kind of tired of her shit, so he was like, "Hey, why don't you come into the parlor with me and we can just have a little nightcap, right? You wanted some more wine. Here, I'll pour you some wine." And he secretly put a little. This is gonna sound really bad. He put a little something in the drink. It wasn't to do anything bad. It was just to get her off everybody's case, because everybody was so tired of her shit.
Just a killer.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, right. No. So anyway, the long story short, Jenny passed out in the parlor that night, and she was not heard from for a while. So,
Sir.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Colonel here and what he's been up to. So
Yeah, what has he been up to?
He's very mysterious, very flighty. He likes to talk his war stories about where he's been. So he was talking to a group of people and he got very annoying very quickly. So they were chilling in the library and the people distracted him by asking him a question he needed to look up in a book, and they got out of there. They just peeped and said, "Let's go get some cheese." So as the Colonel's looking for the book,
party and cheese.
the cheese, it's not a party without cheese. That's what I'm saying.
What's with your parties that don't have enough cheese?
Yeah,
That's
what's going
right
on?
there, exactly.
I don't throw parties.
I don't think you're having parties.
Fair. Miss my cheese parties.
I know.
Oh yes.
Yeah, me too.
So as the Colonel's looking through the various books bound by nice mahogany, he pulls out
We're
a book.
so rich, we make our books out of wood.
Exactly. It's super nice place. You ever heard of... Okay, we'll get into that later. So he pulls a book out of the wall, and it flips. The whole bookcase flips, and he falls into it, and he's in a dungeon. He's no way out, so he gets stuck in there for hours. Right? He finds a wine cellar down there, and he gets super drunk.
Ah.
First off, he's detained in a dungeon, and he's super
drinking. Yeah.
liquored up right now.
Yeah.
I can't play any event cards.
Oh, okay.
That being said, he ended up getting out. His yells were finally heard. And they came and they let him out. And during his rambling, though, he said something very, very suspicious.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yes. He was super loose with the tongue, and he let slip some crucial details about the murder area that only the killer would
About
know.
the murder area.
Yeah.
I don't know who
guess
was
call this
murdered or where they were murdered.
Murder zone.
Murder scene?
The murder area, yeah.
I like the murder area.
The murder area is more ominous. We don't go into the murder area.
This is the area of the house where we do the murders.
If you could please stay out of the death.
As you can see, we've laid down a tarp. It's keeping it nice and clean. This is our
Anything
murder.
past the gazebo is
be
considered
available for
murder.
you.
Yeah.
Life just got so much easier after we installed the drain. BG Music 2000 said, for murder. Yeah. Perfect.
Well, before we had the murder area, people were doing murders all over the place.
Higgledy-piggledy.
You have to have a
Listen, if you children are gonna do murder, we want you to do it here in the house where you're safe.
Time to learn some civilized manners.
it's my turn.
If you're gonna be doing murders, we want you to be doing the murders here in the house. That is a cool parent.
Uh,
Oh, I'm so upset. All right.
You're so upset, in fact, that your head disappeared for a second.
Listen, that's been happening all night long. Sometimes I'm just a shoulder.
Yeah.
We don't know. We
Uh,
don't know. This green screen is not curly hair friendly. I'm trying to make my way, guys.
Huh.
Yep.
I'm having a good time.
I'm glad
Me
you
too.
are, buddy. So glad you are.
I'm so glad that you two are with us tonight.
Yay!
Thank you for being here.
Sure thing.
Lori.
Kyla, do you regret your decision yet, or no?
No.
A little more time.
Laura,
Give
spin
it
us a
another
yarn.
20 and we'll
Tell
see.
us a tale.
Oh, once upon a time.
Not
Let's
until
see.
I end up in the murder zone. I mean, area.
The murder area.
Murder area. Watch out. We don't want to get into the murder area. Well, speaking of... So, last we saw our debonair debutante, Sir Bromley. He was slipping a little something into somebody's drink, which is rather rude. He did.
Say the least.
Wait,
And
was
he,
it this Sir Bromley, or was it his evil twin?
It was your Sir Bromley,
Oh,
Sir
okay.
Bromley.
All right.
Friend. So he was,
No
just-
excuses.
No
Yeah.
excuses, friend. So he slipped something into somebody's drink, and he walked away and he started to enjoy the party, but then he felt a little bad. So he went back to her and went to speak to her, and he apologized, and she was because she had woken up at this point and was feeling a little bit better, and he was like, "Listen, I that was rude of me. I'd really like to get to know you." And she said, "You know what? I don't usually give chances to people
gave him a
who
second chance.
do me harm.
Yeah.
But yeah. But you're just so attractive and just so rich, and you have so much privilege that I thought that I would just let this happen.
You have so much money, and I make such poor decisions. Then
I
why
make
not?
Yeah.
Such poor
Being
decisions.
privileged just makes me want to give you privilege.
Right. Yeah.
100%. And so they get to talking, they have a wonderful time, and he ends up dancing with her, and she lets him know that she's in fact a duchess. So he dances with the duchess. It
Oh
was a
wow.
beautiful
Yeah. So
evening.
he had a great night.
He had a great.
I think that
Nice.
though that might move
It
Sir Bromley.
sure does move
I think it
his evil
does.
twin. All right, I gotta do this. This is the only way to do this.
Leave it to him to attract his evil twin.
Okay, hold on. So he goes. Oh, I don't have anywhere to put. I guess I have to
Where's
put him
your
over on
cat
this
go
side.
then?
Cat stays there.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to make this table bigger.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoop. Okay. All
Whose
right.
fault
Some
is
stuff
that?
is happening that shouldn't be happening.
maybe you shouldn't have drugged someone's drink.
Yeah.
Very
Maybe.
rude. Very rude.
Maybe you shouldn't have let Bromley dance with the Duchess.
Well,
Mm. Mm.
this isn't
No,
my problem.
no,
This is a
I think
Kyle
you're right.
problem.
I think you're right. I'm wrong. I take it back.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I think I'm good. I'm good with my decision. Is Kyle good with his?
You know, not often. Was there anything else, Laura?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. All I wanted to do was inconvenience you.
Yeah,
Did I do it?
you sure did.
Very much so.
Yay!
I mean, yeah, I just had a plan for The Bachelor, so you inconvenienced me too, but that's quite
Oh,
all
I'm
right.
sorry.
In a great way.
I mean,
Oh.
I don't know what to do for my turn, but I don't have to deal with that dead weight anymore.
yeah, you.
And then I think, yeah, all right. Well, Lord Wellington Smythe is, enjoying his party. He's trying to smooch and having fun with his friends. Somebody poured him a drink, maybe one too many, because he's in the hallway and he wants to get another one, and as he's reaching for it, he accidentally falls down the dumbwaiter.
Ooh, yeah.
Hate to
Ouch.
see it. Hate to see it.
You know, poor man. So rough.
It's
He'll
dumber
be
way.
all right. You know. So that's what's going on at the moment.
All right. And your draw limit is still 5, right?
Yes, as far as I can.
All right. Dog barks.
I'm communicating with the puppies.
All right. Evelyn, on the other hand,
Yes,
after she made out with the cook,
like you do.
the Duke wandered into the kitchen and saw them and their indiscretions and was like, ugh, commoners and their common romances. Oh,
Ugh.
oh.
Agreed.
And he made a dismissive gesture and like a little like gagging noise, and Evelyn's like, fine, I see how it is. So Evelyn was dismissed by the Duke.
Mm.
Aw, that's rough.
It was worth it. It was a hot makeout sesh. So
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
She can travel
Yeah.
through time, making her a literal god, but she wasn't born to wealth, so she's nothing.
exactly. Especially if you're just snogging in the kitchen. So
Yeah.
there's better ways for literal gods to make themselves known at a party, and she just wasn't trying that hard.
You know.
The poet, on the other hand, August,
Mhm.
was, the talk of the party. He was the hit. He was, just holding his little skull out and preaching to Yorick and going on, and everybody was just into what he was saying and was like, all right, you've shared some good ones now. I'm gonna tell your favorite story. And he dug deep and he spoke from the heart.
Yeah.
And he shared his saddest story.
Mm.
Wow.
And everyone at the party was just like, ooh. Everyone was just like, oh, that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for telling us that. I mean, he shared his sad story, and
Hmm.
it broke his own heart, but it broke everybody else's heart too.
That's quite nice.
That's what poets do, you know.
You know, that's what you do.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Hmm.
unfortunately, there has been a bit of a crime wave going on lately,
At this party?
and just in general.
Yeah,
There's a
that
bit of a
tracks.
Says
there's a-
who?
there's a bit of a crime wave going on. Not everyone is affected by it, but all players must discard a number of cards from their hand equal to the number of daggers or magnifying glasses, whichever is higher. So that's 2 for me.
Daggers in their family or magnifying in your. How many magnifiers do you have?
I have 1 magnifier.
Okay, so I have 0 daggers, so I discard 1.
Wait, what are we doing?
You have to discard either however many daggers you have or 1.
Yeah, if you have no daggers, then you have to do at least 1.
I'm daggerless. So
In our
everybody's just
hand
So
or-
discard 1.
Yeah, from
Discard
your hand.
whatever your least favorite card is.
Okay.
But for the count of the daggers, is it hand plus in play?
No, just in play.
Okay. So I got 2. So I got
And we
How do I? I've never
Oh, okay, I get
discarded
it.
before. How do I discard?
You get.
I
I think
drag-
it's only done manually. You gotta click and drag it over to that discard
Oh,
pile.
okay. Cool. Easy
I don't.
peasy.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a hotkey for that. Is there, Dustin?
Oh,
No.
that makes me feel better that I do know how to do it after all.
Yeah.
I don't have any cards to discard, so
And we don't draw until our turn, right?
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Till the end of your turn.
Right.
Okay. Let's see.
What's
So
now? What?
as that crime wave is going on, it's sad. There's no other words for it, but
Yeah.
it's super sad. This crime wave has led to a lot of things. Things like while Madame Zora was running around and doing stuff and sad, the reports of the crime took place. The report came from the fact that she was in fact attacked in the attic. Yeah, so it's
It's rough.
it's just it's been rough for her, really, pretty rough, honestly. She went up there to like go, okay, you've got this, okay, everything's working out great. You're fine. And then somebody just decked her.
Oh no.
It's a real shame.
An old lady.
Yeah.
Sad.
The player to your right may draw and discard 2 cards from your hand.
So
That's-
Kyla. Oh, there's only 2 cards in his hand.
yeah.
Oh, sweet. They're
And
mine
I,
now.
I want to keep them, but
They
they're
discard.
yours.
It says draw and discard.
Wait, what?
You
It
have to throw
says-
them away.
Oh yeah.
You don't get to keep them.
Oh, okay.
That's better than, because I like those cards, but I was like, I didn't want anyone else to have them.
Brad.
So Kyla or Laura, would one of you like to fire the dice out of the cannon
Oh no.
over here?
That sounds fun.
There's a button on the back of the cannon that if you click on that, it'll shoot the dice out.
Oh my god, I'm just now
Right
looking
there.
at what's underneath the table and I'm terrified.
Okay. Yeah.
Scared.
All
It's
right.
not my fault.
You must lock the cannon in place in order to load the objects properly. Oh wait, I see the fire button.
yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Boom.
Bam! That was fun.
Dustin is getting a buff.
Oh yeah.
Baloney.
Number
Oh.
3.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm terrible at things. I shouldn't have done that.
No, that was great. You did a great job.
Roll.
You did better than I
You
would
did
have.
great.
Roll.
If I had done it, Kyle might have gotten a buff, and where would we be then?
There.
Dustin has a maximum draw limit of 1 more card for his next 2 turns.
Wow.
Wait,
Wow.
how many? Say that again.
You have +1 draw limit
don't
for the
tell
next
him
2
again.
turns.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
tell him again.
Okay.
If you didn't hear it the first time, it doesn't count.
Hi.
That's how that works.
Okay, so I have no cards to play on my turn, so I just draw 5 cards, and I'm done.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Yay! I'm proud of you, buddy.
Especially after Laura just
What?
undid everything that I had done on my turn.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
Your draw limit is currently 6, Kyle, because you have the bachelor.
Oh, it is. Thank you.
All right. So, this is I hate to say it, to even talk about this, but Sophie here, she just had a really scary encounter. So she was talking to Mr. Bromley over here. They were just shooting the shit.
I have.
Bromley was coming on hard, and Sophie wasn't having it. Like she shoot him off. So this pissed off Bromley. So Bromley, being Bromley, was very, very persistent. So he kept trying, and he kept getting more angry and more angry. And he kept telling her, "You better watch out. I'm gonna get you." So Sophie on edge all night. So she goes to the bathroom, and was thinking to herself, I just need to keep my distance from Mr. Bromley, and do my thing. So she gets out, goes out to the gazebo, just chilling by herself. And out of the corner of her eye, she sees a shadow coming towards her. And she thinks, oh no, it's Bromley. He's coming for me. And at the last second before she can get away, the shadow leaps at her. And she actually ends up getting gored by a boar that was running around the grounds.
Oh.
But
Dustin just played a bat icon, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
I thought she was going to get gored by the gazebo.
Oh, I'm gonna have myself draw and discard a card. You may continue, Dustin.
she got gored while she was on the gazebo. Or would it be in the gazebo? I don't know.
Well, we've
It's not
established
Munchkin. It's not by the gazebo.
that the murder area is just past the gazebo. So.
The murder area features a gazebo near the entrance.
Touche.
Oh my
So-
god. How much value does that add to a home?
A murder area.
Surprisingly,
Bedroom.
Stimulus check for a gazebo.
3-bedroom, 2.5 bath,
Murder
with a
area.
den and a murder area.
Yeah.
Substantial increase.
Oh, should I prioritize the murder area over the gazebo? All right, that's what I'm spending my stimulus check.
Listen, they're both.
Murder area.
They can both contain like a water feature. It'd be nice. It's nice.
All right, so
Crowding feature.
suffice it to say, Sophie was very, very scared of boars at this point. She wanted to get as far away from any boar that she could find. Luckily enough, there's a hot air balloon on the grounds. It's very fancy place, very fancy. So she decided to get up in the air to get away from the boars.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she had one small, minute detail she didn't think of before, hopping in there.
What was
She
that?
doesn't know how to fly a hot air balloon.
Oh, yeah. That would be a problem.
So one thing led to another. She ended up falling out of the air balloon, and she did not bounce. Just
Oh no.
Splat.
Yep.
hate to see it.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. It was a good idea. She just a little
Yeah.
flawed execution,
No. Okay, and I don't draw up this turn, so
you don't?
I'm done. No, because I played the card under this.
It's not
Skip your
showing
draw
though.
phase
Oh,
this
does it? Yeah, it's immediate. Yeah, okay, you're right. That's too bad because that you just lost one turn of your buff.
Yeah, but it's fine. I locked in some points.
Okay. Laura.
What? Oh. Hi.
Ah!
Yeah. Hi. Let's think. So things are happening. What's going on here? So remember a while back when the colonel said something suspicious?
I do.
Yes, the
Yeah?
reason that the colonel was
I
doing
remember.
so
I
was
remember.
he was trying to lure out an enemy because he knew that there was somebody here at the party who was not necessarily up to snuff, so to say. And that suspicious thing that he said absolutely worked. It was all according to plan because he overheard the enemy trying to make a move.
Oh no.
Dun dun dun! So it went really, really well for him.
Turn that double cross into a triple cross.
Yeah. But now you get to draw and keep 2 cards from the hand of the player at your left. Is that me? I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, have fun.
I get 2 cards.
Nice.
What do I want? That looks interesting. So okay. I want this one. and
Okay.
I want this one.
Kyla, you bye.
Bye.
We did it.
Ooh.
And then I get to draw, right? Is that what happens?
Yeah, you can. You still have 1 action left, which could be a. You could discard if you want, or you just draw up to your hand limit.
You have one card left, right? Or is that the one you just drew?
No, I only have 1 card left.
Well, you can
Like-
play it if that was your first action. Like, do action.
Not if it's an untimely death.
Oh yeah, it could be an event. If it's an event, you can play it.
I just playing this card would require me.
You can also pass and,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
You could,
draw. And
you could not play it if you
Can I
don't.
just,
Or you can
I just
discard.
discard it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna discard it. Buy card, and then I can draw.
Yep.
Ta-da!
Today.
I did it!
All right.
Alright.
So
Excellent.
the butler.
Oh, that's Butterfield,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah. Where's Butterfield at?
He's in the creepers.
up top, he's trapped in a trunk.
Yeah, he's been trapped in a trunk all night, basically.
Oh well, he burned out of his trunk with a flamethrower.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. Like you do.
Yeah, like you do, right?
Oh,
Turns-
yes,
Turns out
the
there was a
flamethrower
flamethrower in
trunk.
that trunk, and he lit it on fire, and he came out blazing, literally.
Mhm.
And Harry Drake got caught in the crossfire, again, literally, and he was burnt by the butler.
Oh, Master Drake, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I seem to have burned you with my flamethrower.
His silk scarf, just turned to ashes.
Whoopsie doodles.
It's really rough. And then, okay. Then Tex
Oh.
wandered into the kitchen, and there he found. Who did he find?
Nothing.
Who's still alive?
Most people, I think.
Most of us are alive.
Dustin's family is
There.
the closest to
To death.
being all dead.
I'm dying over here.
Is Butterfield one hell of a butler?
I don't like that though.
Wow.
That's a lot of points on one person. Oh shit, so's that.
Tex wandered into the kitchen and he found a lovely lady who worked for the Wellington Smythe estate. And Tex married a maid.
Whoa! That's a lot to
And
happen at one
their
time.
marriage brought the bachelor to town, I believe.
Yeah.
I
Yup,
do
it sure
believe it.
did. I gotta.
The marriage saw the wedding announcement appeared in the local paper, and Sir Bromley was like, "Heck yeah, I want to see what's going on with that. I'm gonna put that on TV."
I'm desperately
And,
upset about this.
He showed up as well.
Great! That's good.
Yeah.
This is good. Yay!
That is that's Sir Bromley's evil twin, by the way.
Sir Bromley?
Yeah,
Brave Sir Bromley.
this guy is Sir Bromley's evil twin.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
I don't see the thing to click when it's the end of my turn anymore, but it's. I think
Oh,
that's.
it's-
No,
Yeah,
I think it's because I haven't clicked
yeah.
it.
Oh, okay.
It's because it's been my turn for like 4 turns.
So, there's a lot of things going on at this party.
There
A lot of
are
people.
Yeah,
You know, flamethrowers and marriages and
Right.
people being mauled to death. It's a lot.
crazy.
I'd go to that party.
One thing though that has been kind of a sticking point for me personally is that there's been a lot of talk about Jenny Nightingale passing out in the parlor, and there's a lot of things going on. But I, for one, know that she has an alibi. So yeah, so none of that stuff is true. All those things that people tell you about Jenny Nightingale, none of it's true.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wow.
I see.
Ooh, wow.
I
I'm pretty
see.
sure I saw her pass out in the parlor, but.
No, she's got an alibi.
All right.
Damn it! I don't have that event card anymore. I had one that could cancel that.
No, she's actually a
Ooh, she
pretty
woulda,
pretty
coulda.
solid person. She does a lot of charity work. You know, should look into it. Um,
I'm upset with you.
Unfortunately, the thing that people don't know about this is that the butler is, well, lifelong butler, Mr. Butterfield, wanting desperately, though, having seen Tex marry the help, thinks, will I be next? And a local heiress begins to like speak to him and like in ways that he started feelings that he never thought he would have before. And he was so committed to marrying this heiress. Then she's like, I just need, just a down payment of like $5,000 and I can get our life started. So it was all he had, but it was worth it for love. Unfortunately, he was swindled and swooned. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. He's out all his life savings, and he has no love. It's sad, really. It's super sad.
Mm-hmm.
Better to have loved and lost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Kyle, did you draw a mustache?
What?
I drew a mustache on him so we know that he's the evil one.
Oh. Nice, Dustin. You probably drew that on the top modifier card, but
He
whatever.
did.
That's
It's
fine. We'll deal with it later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great. Just checking.
That is quite a mustache.
That is,
Right?
Yeah,
It's-
it's a big,
It's
bulbous
super-
Mighty.
mustache.
Bigger, the more evil.
Hey. Great.
Oh,
Darkest timeline.
God, that just threw a big ol' wrench into all of my plans. So
Oh, really?
Thanks for
I know that
Ew.
feeling.
It's weird.
Yay.
Yeah. So, Butterfield had he's had a time. He's had an interesting life.
That he has.
Remind me who swindled him?
Just some local heiress who may not have been an heiress altogether.
Some
That's
local
right.
bear.
Well, so you see, after she took him for a fool, essentially, he caught on just in the nick of time, and he actually decided that what he was gonna do was he was gonna take, because his heart was absolutely broken, so he decided that he was gonna take her for a what?
Nothing.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
Definitely not giggling at anything.
Oh, nice.
Keep going, Kyle.
So, he decided that he was devastated by her taking him for a fool. So he decided he was gonna take her for a fool, and he got her in the car, with him because she's not yet revealed her schemes to him and carried out her evil plans. They're still together at this point in time. So he decides, I'm going to take her for a drive up the coast, and we're going to drive out into the ocean, and he went out on top. That's
wow.
That's what happened with him. So
Oh, really?
I think that means that. Oh, right. I think that means that Erik draws a card
yeah,
for each one of those. Yeah,
Which is good because I had no cards, so now I have.
I really didn't think this plan through very well at all.
Good job. Good job helping him there.
Yeah, thanks.
That was nice, though. A nice block.
Yeah, not as many points as I would have liked, but you know.
It wasn't.
That's some points.
It wasn't the block that I would have liked.
Thanks for not letting the fact that I completely screwed over your chances of winning stop you from helping me.
You're yeah, no problem, bud.
Yeah, that's a lot of cards. One.
Okay.
two,
I
three.
have a ton because I drew extras for I had like a +2 limit at one point, and then I got one from him or something.
So let's draw 4.
Oh yeah, Eric's drawing a bunch. Draw
Eric's
one
drawing
for
4.
each coin icon in play. Yeah.
I count 4. I could be wrong, but I count 4.
Yeah, that's what I count too.
All right, I've drawn 4 cards.
Congratulations. Oh, Sally True's dead, and so's the detective.
That's extremely rude of you to imply that Sally True is not herself a detective. Just because she's a young woman.
Exactly.
That's so rude.
Listen.
So Madame Zora, after she got attacked in the attic by she knows not who, she did discover that they left behind a clue as to who they were. We'll say it was. Does anybody wear a monocle? I'm gonna say they left their monocle, but I don't think anybody wears a monocle.
Wellington Smythe probably does part-time for sure. Like,
Okay.
he's got glasses on in that
He
picture.
does,
but
yeah.
He owns a monocle.
Yeah, yeah. So
For when
it
his
was,
right
it was
eye
a
is tired.
monocle. She found a monocle on the floor. She didn't see who it was, but she found a monocle. So she uncovered a clue. Oh, good. And now you get to draw more cards, Erik. I'm so.
Oh,
Why
Who
am I
would do
helping
this?
him?
1. I just 2, 3. I just think it's 4. Yeah, 4. It looks like. I just love that Kyle is so magnanimous as a friend. You know, in
Can
ways
you
that I
read your
could never.
cards, Kyle? Is there a thing you could do?
You know, not really.
Just asking. Just asking.
not today. I can't.
Ooh, and I get to draw and then discard down.
Oh, good. So you have to discard down to your limit at least.
Yeah.
Well, that's something.
I thought that wasn't until your turn.
It says in the card.
It's an
that
immediate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
as he sits here with his
Feel better at
50,000
this.
cards that he can choose from.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Well
playing
done,
this
buddy.
event.
You
Oh.
feeling good, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm feeling great about that plan.
Plot twist.
Yeah.
What happened?
I get to draw 3 cards.
What was the plot twist?
It's a card called Plot Twist.
I know.
The
but
plot
That is
twist
the plot twist.
is
that he's
the
drawn
black
3
kitten is over on my side now.
That's the plot twist. Great.
Plot twist.
Thank you, Erik.
Right.
Great.
Let me look at my brand new
I give
cards
up.
that I got here.
I'm out.
Wow.
I'm tapped out. I'm done. My game just went from bad to worse.
Okay, so thanks everybody for watching Boards and Barrel.
All right, so what's going on here? So it all leads back to the Colonel. We last thing we remember, he was super drunk. Just found out a bunch of stuff about his enemies, and he set out this awesome plan in his head. It was going to be amazing. super plan, was definitely going to get his enemies, but then he ended up passing out in the parlor. Took a little napski, ate a little too much cheese and
That's right.
sausage.
That card came back because it got discarded. I forgot.
Did you just get a regurg card?
Yeah, but you got to discard your whole hand now.
Yeah.
He's good with that.
Yeah, I thought I was too, and then the card went away. Laura, you're up.
my turn.
Okay. Well, friends. So
Last second buff from Drogofa, nice.
that was fancy. What had happened?
Just go ahead and play your turn.
Oh,
I'll do it.
I had no idea that this whole time my draw limit was increased by 1 on text. after he
I think no, that
made-
just happened. That card
that
just
just
got played
happen?
on Kyla's turn, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I feel better now. Well, so Tex was super excited to be married to this lovely maid, but upon closer inspection, he realized that he was just super, super drunk, and he, in fact, was making out with a doll. And that was disturbing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
he was very
disturbing.
disturbed. Yeah.
Very disturbing.
But so now instead of increasing my draw limit, I've decreased it, which is, a strong choice, but I've made it.
What happens?
Happen. Does that mean that the bachelor goes away again? Because now there's no
No.
love on my.
No,
Why?
it's when somebody else plays the icon that he follows, that
This
heart.
is
Yep.
distressing.
The heart.
This is distressing, but that's fine.
Well, he's only
As you
worth
say.
those points to you if he somehow ends up dead with them.
Fair. Well, in the meantime, what are we gonna do here? In the meantime, while he's hanging out at my house, he accidentally ate a bad biscuit, which is really sad. Surely that's the worst thing that will happen to him, though.
Surely.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
That's the
too
worst
bad.
thing that ever happened to me. I'd be okay.
I know, same.
That is the worst thing that's ever happened to me, and it was terrible. I don't like that you're making fun of it.
Very dry. Very dry.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's the thing. And we'll let that be the thing.
All right, Laura, would
The
you
end.
like to get an extra card? One extra
Do I?
card. Yeah.
I thought I don't now. My draw
Well,
limit is decreased.
You're correct. You're correct.
Oh, you're
Your
right.
draw limit
Never
is
mind.
4.
Sorry, my mistake.
It was increased and now it's decreased.
Right, you cleared
Nice
both
try,
of those.
Kyle.
My bad. Laura,
Nice
would you
try.
like to shoot the cannon?
Is it my turn?
You want to shoot the cannon?
Shoot cannons? Sure. How does that work?
There's a button right around there.
You must lock the cannon in
Hit
place.
the button.
Oh, not
The
that.
one on the
Not that
back.
button.
Uh-oh. Okay,
Oh
so
boy. Okay, we gotta load. Lost one of the dice. Gotta load the dice. There we go. Oh nope, I missed miserably.
Did I
Okay.
put it in?
Yeah.
Do I hit this
Yeah.
fire?
Yeah, the fire button. Boom.
I shot it!
I'm getting a buff.
I knew that would happen if I
Okay,
had to
so
shoot
that
the
was
cannon.
that was a good test fire. Now you get to
Great,
fire.
let's try it again. That was a practice.
Yeah.
I get to do one more.
No, it was
Yeah.
buff number 8. I get buffed.
No!
Now, mulligan. Mulligan, Kyle.
Too late. I already
Everybody
pushed
gets
it.
one mulligan.
I already pushed it. I can
want a
claim an
buff.
unwelcome guest or story immediately. No requirements.
Do you want this bachelor?
No, I want the story.
Kyle.
Yeah.
This is rigged.
You
The whole
can have
thing's
this.
rigged.
You can have this bachelor if you want. Free of charge. Here, I'll get him for you. How do I pick up all of it?
All
All
right.
right, now it's Kyla's turn.
It is.
All right. It's my turn. So, let's see here. Tex said that he was marrying a doll, right? And
Something
like
like
that's
that.
That's super creepy, and
Yeah, it's
Harry
gross.
Drake was
It's a
not
real doll. It's meant to look realistic.
Please don't. Please just don't.
Harry Drake is like a normal human being, and he was not with that. He was like, "Oh my god, you're marrying a doll? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm out of here.
Same.
You are not marrying a doll." And Tex was like, "Yes, I am.
You're sorry.
Yes,
I'm
I
an eccentric
am."
oil billionaire. I'm gonna marry a...
Oh
Harry Drake called the wrong bluff in
Oh.
telling Tex that he's not really in love with a doll. He's not really.
no! Yoed himself out of existence.
There's
Yeah.
two things I love doing: murdering and having sex with a doll.
Exactly. And Tex just killed him. He
Yeah.
killed. Like you don't insult Tex's lady.
No, you
No.
really, you just don't.
But-
Broad
Harry-
definitions of the word lady.
Fair. Very
And
broad.
so that was the end of Harry Drake. He's out of here.
We're not here to yuck his yum, but
Yeah.
like, Erik,
Well,
you do know that the internet's
Harry's
forever.
not it anymore either.
Yeah.
He was here to yuck his yum, but now
But-
he's not.
No
Yeah.
longer. No longer.
Pretty rough.
Wow.
Uh,
Poor guy.
And then what happened? Oh. Okay, you need a negative score, so I can't kill that guy. I don't want to kill that guy. And then it's been a weird enough party so far. Everybody thought that Sophie died when she was out on that hot air balloon. But that was just a rumor started by the journalists. And it turns out that really she survived. And what everybody thought was dead was not really Sophie. It was her less evil twin. And it was her body double. And
Wow.
she survived. And Sophie's not really dead.
It was actually Texas's. That's how he met his latex wife.
I don't know how to take that card off. There you go.
you just gotta
Yeah.
be quick about it.
That's sad.
So Sophie's back from the dead. She's back at the party. She's like, "Yay,
Yeah.
that was a lovely balloon ride. Thank you."
She's a paraplegic now.
That actually makes a lot of sense because Tex married a maid, and she is a maid, but he also it's a doll. So he married he rescued her from the balloon, but then realized he loved the doll more.
Rough.
Erik.
That's a rough life for Sophie, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine almost dying and then getting dumped for a doll?
Yeah,
Dumped for a doll is a good blue card too, but
yeah,
It would be. For the next expansion, write it down.
yeah.
Someone get Keith Baker on the phone. So, let's see. Madame Zora is pretty chuffed. She discovered that clue. She's pretty happy with herself, and she decided, you know what? I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna go out. I've been doing well. I've been doing well as a madam of the dark arts. I've been doing well. So she goes to get her favorite drink, a martini with an olive, clean, not dirty. And the person who's standing behind her is like, "No, that's my martini." And she's like, "No, I ordered it though." And she's like, "No." And so they fought, and unfortunately, Madame Zora was mangled over martinis. It's
Or maligned.
Yeah, maligned. Sorry, I don't know
Sorry.
how to read. I've never learned. One of these days, I'm going to start.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm just excited to do it one day.
Someday.
So she was maligned over martinis. Things are not going. Party hasn't been going super great for her. To be honest, she was hoping to be the belle of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Not the case. But then there was a very dramatic development. Turns out, Madame Zora, while being maligned and drunk and not, she goes to the wishing well on the property and throws a coin and says, "I wish that everyone remembers me at this party, that everyone is talking about me. Sadly, they will, because someone, and we don't know who, pushed her down the well, and she was found in the well dead.
Oh, you hate to see it.
No.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Not again.
That's a lot of points. You just
Yeah.
scored
60 points. 60 points on that guy.
on the one character. No, 50.
Yeah, he's got an
Oh yeah,
additional
60.
10.
Yeah, the extra 10. Oh man. Okay.
Rough.
Well then.
rough day for them.
Yeah.
The creepers are not doing well. The twins are fine.
Twins are good.
Are they? Look
Oh,
at
what?
'em.
Look at them. So,
They're doing great.
which one is it? It's that one. So the Dowager, after she tripped and fell down the stairs and saw the black cat, she got all skeeved out. Like I said, she made her way up the stairs finally, crawled into bed, and no one knows really what happened, but she just never woke up again. She wasted
Jesus.
away. She just wasted away, and that was the end of her. And then so Jenny Nightingale, we all remember the terrible rumors that were circulating about her that turned out to not be true. Didn't matter though, because everybody still believed them. She was ruined by those rumors.
Womp womp.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, about the Bachelor, giving her, drugging her and making her pass out.
Did you hear the story that she was drugged?
You're just ruining this woman's life. Kyle, what is wrong with you?
That's my turn.
Great.
You want to see my turn?
I don't know.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done.
Good turn.
Just drew cards.
I'm proud of you,
Oh,
buddy.
right, because you had none. Yeah.
None.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Great. Cool. So, listen, the wonderful bachelor over here, the real one, not the evil imposter, the wonderful bachelor, who was dancing and having a lovely evening. He was having a lovely, lovely time with his Duchess, to the point where he's sort of fallen in love with her, and she had fallen in love with him, and they've been dancing and dancing and dancing until, unfortunately, she tripped and fell and crushed him to death. And yes, I can play that card. It doesn't matter what his self-worth is.
Oh, you hate to see it.
So rough.
Great.
So rough. Crushed
Great.
by his crush. What a difficult way to
You
go.
know, and I needed that because this game was going so well for me up until this point.
Yeah, I think you might have ruined you. You almost ruined Kyle.
You really just ruined my chances there, Laura.
Good job.
I love you. You're the one who invited me. This is
It's your own damn fault.
This is your fault. You knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Hey, I got you a buff this last time when I shot the
You
thing.
did.
I did do
Even
that.
though you really
wasted
didn't
it.
want to.
I didn't. I love you in a way that I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Anything else that I want to do? Yes. So last we saw Mr. Smythe, Lord Wellington Smythe. He was stuck in the dumbwaiter. He had fallen down it.
Right, yeah.
And
Forgot
he's
about that.
still
That happened a
down
while ago.
yeah, it happened a long while ago. He's
just
stuck down
just
there.
been laying down there.
Yeah, he's been laying down there.
hello?
He's trying to
Anyone
figure
up
out.
there?
He's in fact he's in lots of pain, but he's also quite bored because he's just stuck down there in the dark. And he's just got his ye old iPhone to keep him company.
I hear you making out in the kitchen.
And so while he's sitting there on his phone, just using his favorite ye old app to take a look at his horses for the races, and but unfortunately he kept betting on the wrong ones and he was robbed at the races. It's rough. It's a difficult thing. But now the player to my left can draw and discard 2 cards from my hand. So
That would be Kyla.
yes,
Yeah.
But they have-
So I
Oh,
draw
there's only
both
2
of
cards.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
you
just-
just discard.
And they
You just-
discard.
And I did. Oh, okay. I draw and then discard. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
And now I
Oh.
can draw 4 cards because my limit is still down by 1, right?
Yup.
Okay. Then I will take these. Great. Thanks, friends. And that's the end.
It's hard to tell like what the top card is. It's like, oh, if I want to swap somebody's top card, what do I want?
Oh yeah, it is kind of
Alright.
tough.
Because you can hover over it and hit Alt, and that will pick up the top card.
Oh,
There you
okay,
go,
okay,
yeah, that's a
okay.
good plan.
Legit. All right.
Yeah. I got you.
Mhm.
Of course, I might have just screwed myself, but let's find out.
No, it's all right.
You good?
No, I don't want to take your cards. I don't think.
I don't
Maybe
have
I do.
anything very exciting.
No, I don't think I do. 'Cause, yeah, I don't want.
Dustin's got that 45-point card. Just
Yeah,
sitting there.
Dustin's biggest threat. We should focus on Dustin.
Guy who just lost all of his point lock.
All right. So we're all hanging out at the manor when everybody's like, somebody's like, "Oh, hey, we've been here all night. Nobody knows who anybody is. Let's play a get to know you game. Let's play an icebreaker." So they all start like, tossing a ball of yarn around or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you do, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Yanni Ball.
At a murder party.
The best.
And
My favorite party game.
Sophie pretends to be August Winters, and there's a case of mistaken identity.
Oh.
And
Here.
so we shall switch their top modifier cards
Dun dun
and
dun.
figure out how to do it.
Just
No.
gotta be quick.
Huh? No, we got to unlock it first.
Yeah. You
Oh
gotta
yeah,
be quick, though.
I took August's
There you
card into
go.
my hand.
There you go.
So that goes
Swap
on
over
that.
to this guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right, and then
So those
And
immediate
he died.
effects, just for clarification, those immediate effects don't happen again, right?
correct.
Okay.
They only happen when the card is played.
Okay.
So then after that extremely weird icebreaker game after midnight,
Yeah.
he decides that he's gonna go into the study, and there he finds a candle and sets himself on fire.
Yeah.
Good.
It's rough, but it is what it is.
It does say
And he-
killed with a
he
candle, not a
dies.
candlestick. The candle. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah. He just set himself on fire
Rough, buddy.
in the conservatory, no less.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
I shall
that's-
hold my hand underneath this flame, and when I flinch, it knows. And then it's like, and he never flinches. He just fully engulfs himself in flame.
Just immolates. Yep.
Everyone's like, "Oh, too bad. That's rough." It's just that's how this
Well,
party is going tonight. Everything,
is.
it happened
He
like
clearly
five.
won. He burned himself to death.
Yeah, I mean that poets just they do that.
Right.
Yep.
They burn, they pine, they perish.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's how it
He was
goes.
right.
Is that your turn?
I think so. I played 2 cards.
Okay.
Wait. Was I not supposed to draw? I don't remember if I maybe just didn't draw. It doesn't matter.
I don't see any modifiers on
Yeah.
you that would have stopped it. I think
I
you
don't
were
think I would have
supposed to.
been
Yeah.
stopped from drawing. Okay, so the twins don't really have a lot of supervision at the moment, since all of their parental figures seem to have died in increasingly horrible ways,
Right.
either through
Okay.
accidents or, some sort of suicide pact, like the butler. So they don't have the most strong role models to begin with, and they say, "Hey, you know what? Let's just, everyone else is drinking all kinds of stuff and lighting themselves on fire. Why don't we do that?"
Oh, we are.
They decide they want to join the circus. And the only way to do that is to develop a talent. Now they can't. They're not Siamese twins. They don't. They're like. Yeah, I don't know if we could be strong. We're little kids. What we can do is we can eat swords and blow fire. Unfortunately, they've made a tragic mistake. And the result is they will not be joining the circus anytime soon.
Oh no!
What?
And I believe that ends the game.
Yeah, it does.
Hey!
Because Erik just killed off his last surviving family member.
No.
Wow.
So,
I lose.
now we tally points from all of our dead relatives.
I have like 10 points.
Oh no.
I
have 30.
have. So, and the lowest score wins because you're looking, because the red numbers are negatives.
Right.
So, the most interesting part of the show is when everybody has to stop and do math.
I did my math. I have negative 30.
We have fast.
I
math.
have negative 5 points.
All right.
That's how much.
I am
That's how many
not-
points I got.
The worst.
What'd you get?
Kyle's the worst.
Drawing
You
on
got
things
negative
and
30.
knowing how to draw.
You want to know how to
yeah,
draw?
There's a pencil. Yeah, the
No, I
pencil.
know now. Look at I can
Yeah,
draw.
you did it.
Yeah.
Negative 80. I figured
Negative
it out.
80.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think
60
so.
Sounds right.
No, 85. I'm sorry, I messed it up.
Negative 85. Okay. Dustin got negative 45. Now the big one up here is. Oh my goodness.
Negative 150.
150. Noise.
Wow.
Wow.
I have the most tragic life.
You really don't.
By a lot.
I would like to claim an assist for your victory because I feel like I helped you out a lot in
you-
trying to not.
Not really.
I don't.
Give him a bunch of cards.
I
No
just
one
wanna
came
draw.
anywhere close. I don't think anybody can claim anything. But Erik.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, fair.
I'm just gonna.
All right.
I'm just gonna draw.
Erik wins the
Good
game.
job, Erik. Look.
What do
Who
you
bet
mean?
on me?
Who bet?
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
got
we gotta pull the bet out. Yeah, let's see.
There's a bet.
There's
There was a
betting?
bet. There was a bet on who would
No
win.
one told me that. Look,
I
I drew a doggy.
I
I hope people bet on
apologize.
me. Like I seemed like the safe bet, even though clearly I wasn't.
two people-
I feel like I would have bet on me before this game if I were.
Yeah,
me.
Kyla, you got
yeah.
the most bets.
That makes sense.
But there was someone who bet on Erik, and it was
I hope-
Funky Fly Guy. Congratulations on winning.
I hope
Good
nobody
job.
bet on me because I failed you, and I'm sorry.
One person did bet
I-
on
I-
you, Laura.
Oh no! I'm sorry, person.
I failed more people, but I am not sorry.
You played a really strong game, Kyla. I think if I hadn't played into Eric's hand so much, you probably would have had a much better chance.
I think if I didn't know how to win against Kyle, then this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's what I did wrong. Fair enough.
Yeah. Laura, what are you drawing?
I'm making a happy sun.
This is no place for a happy son.
No, it's,
Where are
it's
you?
Gloomier.
Oh, well now it's gonna be a sad sun.
Oh wait, that's an
no.
eraser. I didn't mean to erase it. I tried to like.
Oh.
Ah!
It's getting worse. What's happening?
Sad sun.
Sad
Angry
sun.
sun. Sun that
No.
demands vengeance.
All
that
right.
could be the new logo next expansion right there.
Yeah,
That's
right
it.
there. That's right.
With the
yeah,
happy
just
dog and the angry sun that shows violence.
All right, I'm gonna take us back over to the tavern scene.
Okay.
Oh, that was so much fun. Laura, Kyla, thank you both so much for being here tonight.
Thanks
Really.
for inviting me finally.
It was fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really, really appreciate it. So before we go, we take a second to shameless self-promotion stuff. So, Kyla, why don't we start with you? We just played your game.
Yeah, Gloomier is on Kickstarter now. Search for Gloomier on Kickstarter and back us. Give us a pledge and check it out. We're also giving away, well, not giving away, we're also selling a box for all of the Gloom expansions. So stock up with all of the Gloom that you ever need and put it in one fancy box.
Nice.
Do it. Gloom is super fun.
And the link to that Kickstarter campaign is in the chat right now if you're watching live. It will be in the description if you're watching after the fact. So, Laura, do you have anything you'd like to promote before we go?
Oh, golly.
Right.
I mean, it's like, what can we talk about?
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's such a hard question to answer sometimes.
The most recent thing that I've done that I can talk about, I guess, would that be Akudama Drive? I guess Akudama Drive, all of it is out now to stream, I think, on Funimation now. You can, and I mean, there's all of my social media handles. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on TikTok. I exist in all those places, so please feel free to follow me there. That's where all of my announcements will continue to be, mostly like on Twitter and a little bit on TikTok
Laura
as well.
underscore Stahl, is that right? Underscore.
Yeah, that's my TikTok.
Is that your Twitter?
And yes, and my
Okay.
Twitter. They're both the same.
Okay.
And then my Instagram, I think it's just Laura Stahl straight with no thingies inside. But yeah, and there will be several announcements coming at some point, but just not today.
Fair.
So,
Dustin,
yeah.
do you have anything
Hey.
you'd like to share before we go?
Hey, for sure. I love board games. You love board games. So do yourself a favor and go check out don'tletitdie.com. As you can see from my shirt, that's my board game. Prehistoric Cavemen, 1 to 4 players, co-op. Amazing time. Check it out now. You can also check out thunkboardgames.com to see everything I'm working on.
Yay!
Good stuff. Eric, do you have anything for us?
Yes, you can always check me out Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Saving Throw Show Twitch channel, playing in New Pantheon Academia, which is our anime-inspired teens in high school tabletop role-playing game we do there on Sundays. And apart from that, you can check me out, mostly Erik, on all the social medias, including Twitch, where I stream during the weekdays.
Good stuff. As for me, just came out yesterday. Cells at Work Code Black, the first episode, is now
Alright.
available to stream on Funimation.com. Funimation
Who are
now.
you? Who are you?
I am Red Blood Cell AA2153. I think those are the letters and numbers. In the script, it's a completely different name because it's the only way we can keep the character straight. But anyway, so that's that just came out. And also the Blu-ray for Mr. Osamatsu is finally out after... I think we worked on that thing for 3 years, and you can finally see it now. So
Yay!
Check that out. As for this Twitch channel, the full schedule is in the chat from Pod153. That is it from us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Laura, Kyla, thank you again for coming and joining us. Really appreciate it. That's it from us. We will see you next time. Bye-bye!
Yay! Bye!